How far along are you?
21 weeks.
Is this your first?
Yes.
Oh. Have you thought of any names?
Junior, if it is a boy.
Uh-huh.
And if it's a girl, Junior.
Oh, those are nice.
My experience being pregnant. Like, comment, share, subscribe, repost. Dang it, I forgot my mic. I hope this audio is good enough for y'all. I hope y'all can hear me real good. Anyways, listen, I go by Cameron. You can call me Cam, CJ, JC, whatever you want to call me. So I want to tell y'all my experience dealing with the pregnancy thing. You know what I'm saying? I have a kid. She's 3. We just put her in school now. It's been a great time. It changed my life in tremendous ways. But I want to talk about being pregnant. You know what I mean?
Things perfectly normal. Except for the fact that the mom is also the dad.
This to the dads real quick. I want this to the dad side of it, you know what I mean? So let's see. I'm gonna start with the actual pregnancy. So when she first was pregnant, you know what I'm saying? It's weird just to think that something's inside of you that has to come out of you. So that was always crazy to me.
What can you see? They've gone?
The coast is clear.
Good. Let's get out of here.
And I couldn't imagine something inside of me having to come out of me and staying inside of me for 9 months. That's crazy to me. So to all the women out there, y'all are brave. I praise you for that. Like, that's something I could not deal with and can't wrap my head around still. So yeah, so she was pregnant, and you always hear the myth about the dad weight and all that stuff, and how the man gets pregnant too and all that type of things. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's kind of true. So she was having all these weird cravings and stuff like that. I didn't really get weird cravings. I was just hungry a lot.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! I'm bigger than you, I'm higher in the food chain! Get in my belly!
I was hungry, but I wasn't eating a lot like that. So all of a sudden, I started just gaining weight. I'm like, what? And I've never weighed over 175, 170, 175, something like that. I never weighed over that. I hit 200 pounds.
Oh, Hercules.
I hit 200 pounds. And then it just kept going up. It never got over 205, but I got to 205 my highest. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. So I'm like, man, that stuff is really true. So she was eating cereal at like 11 o'clock at night and weird cravings like that. And me, I'm just going to sleep, waking up, gaining weight.
You fat ass! Take a bow!
So yeah. So that part of the, that little myth is kind of true. There's some truth into that. So there's some truth into that. So fast forward. She gets her water broken, right? Me, I'm going off the movies. Like, you see they get the water broken and they're screaming at the top of their lungs, going crazy, like they're hurting and pain, scared, all that. That's not what happens. Well, at least in my case. She was laying down. I was in the bathroom. I think I was cutting my hair or something like that. And she said, I think I peed myself or something like that. And I'm like, what? And she said, I think I peed on myself. And mind you, before that, she's a type of person that, like, she likes to get around, move around, clean up stuff and do this, do that, and she's pregnant. So before that, it was Christmas time. We're hanging up the trees and all that, or getting ready for Christmas. It was November. So we're getting ready for hanging up the trees and all that. So she's doing a lot with her family over there, and they had finally left. So she relaxed for a little bit. So she said, I think I peed in myself. I'm like, what? So I run in the room. I'm like, it don't look any kind of color, pee is kind of not clear like that. And so she goes to the bathroom again and it's still coming out. So I'm like, oh, I think your water just broke. So I'm like tripping. So mind you, my mind is still on movies. My mind is still on movies. So I'm like, we got to hurry up, rush you to the hospital, whatever. So she calls the hospital and tell them, water broke. And the hospital's like, calm down, you know, take your time getting here. Meanwhile, I'm on the highway.
Oh, yeah. Traffic. No more traffic.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going 100. I'm going 100 on a 35, you know. We finna get you there. My mom was still in the movies. You know, we get there. I think if I remember right, it was the night. So we get there, you know what I'm saying? They get her all in the bed and all that stuff, get her all, you know, check her stuff, and they try to dilate her. My memory is really vague at that part, but they got her in the room and everything. Family comes in, you know, excited. Everybody comes in excited. And so she's in a labor at this point. So she only gets dilated to 6. And as the nurses come in, I'm just watching all the nurses stick their arm up her, you know, private area. Like just going up there, just like going crazy. And I'm just like, I'm looking at her like, are you okay? Like, like this is crazy. It looks like she's hurting. Like it just looks rough. I'm like, they're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to feel they're trying to feel the baby's head and all that. You know what I'm saying? And they pull arm out, just gunk, it's just like grease and blood. It just looks crazy. If you're eating right now, I'm sorry, I apologize, but it looks crazy. Like it's like grease and blood, and they got like bags under her to catch the stuff. And it's just a whole lot. She only gets dilated to a 6. This goes on for about 18 hours or something like that, or maybe less than that. I don't remember, but so what that led to was a C-section. So C-section, I'm kind of getting worried a little bit, you know, because I've heard stories, you know what I'm saying? And if you hear stories and stuff like that and bad stories like that, I mean, it's only like cases that are like rare cases that something bad happens. So, you know, they get her all prepped up for the C-section and everything. And let me rewind. So she gets the epidural and it works. I think she said it works, but it works. So I'm looking, this big old needle, like this big, just going on her back. I'm like, man, I could not be pregnant. I can't. Like, that's a big, like going in and like, and then I think the dude, like, I don't think he placed it wrong or something like that, but she still was feeling pain. And it was then it started just like going on one half. She didn't feel pain. The other half she did. It was wild. So I had to come in, keep fixing it, whatever. And so then by that time, it was time to just decide if you want to do a C-section. So we decided, they decided to do the C-section. So they prep her for that. I'm outside. They put her in a room. I'm outside, you know, 30 minutes to tell me to wait outside between these doors. And so I'm like, I'm worried. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? You kind of get worried for your loved ones and all that type of stuff when they got to get cut open and all that type of stuff. So I'm worried. So it's about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So they bring me in the doors, right? And when they open the door, when they open the door, there's like packages like on the side of the door, just full of blood. I'm like, what? Then I look over to my right, and there she is laid out and cut open. She's already busted open, like cut open. I'm like, oh my God, just in shock, like, what? So they had me sit down and have a big old curtain up, and it's like a bunch of them working and everything. And so I sit back and I'm holding her hand, and she's kind of going in and out of it. You know, they give her whatever they give her. She's kind of going in and out of it and everything. So, and it's a really quick process. I think it was like 10, 15 minutes to do it. So you just hear like silence and everything. They're working, and all of a sudden you hear a little whine, just a little whine. And, you know, and you start to get it. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's a weird feeling like you never feel before. It's like a nervous feeling, but it's like a shocking feeling. You feel everything at once. Everything. Scared, everything. And it's like just all this bottled up feeling you feel at once. And so they do that or whatever. And so they got the curtain up. And so I'm like, I hear the baby. And once they raise the baby over, and I've never felt this feeling in my life. Like, it's like a chill. You know how you get the chills, but it's like times 100,000. And it's like your body just feels like crazy, whatever. And they say, you know, before you walk into the C-section, when you do the C-section, they put that curtain up so, you know, people pass out and all that stuff. But I already seen the grease and the blood when they were pretty much like putting her whole body inside her body. So I would have threw up by that point. But But I know I couldn't see like them cutting, like them pulling a baby out and all that. But they had a sheet up, so she's going in and out of it. They pull a baby up, and the craziest feeling, bro, craziest feeling. And the baby's head is like cone shaped. So at that point, I'm getting a little worried. You know what I mean? I'm like, why is the baby's head like a cone shape? Like, why is the baby's head like that? So they're doing all that. I don't think she gets to see, she sees the baby, because I think they put it in my hand first. And she sees it, but she's kind of going in and out. You know, like the dose they gave her, or whatever drug they gave her. And so I'm like, okay, cool, we got the baby, she looks good and everything like that, but the head is weird. The head is weird. So only question, they're talking and talking, only thing that's going on through my mind is watch her head shaped like a cone. So they bring her over to this little table, look like a little incubator type of thing. They do a footprint, they do some stuff on her eyes. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, y'all hurt? What are y'all doing? Y'all hurting her? And so still the only thing in my mind is like, so I finally get to ask the question, why is her head shaped like that? Is it gonna be like that forever? And she's like, no. It's just when she was trying to push the baby out, it kind of gets shaped because, you know, their head got a little doughy. So I was like, oh, thank God. And then she slaps the baby. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Making sure the baby, you know, is crying and all that stuff. So whatever it is they do. So, you know, they did a little footprint thing, and all that good stuff. And it's just like, as a dad, you're at ease because the baby's okay. Your woman's okay, and it's just like a great feeling. And so they put her in a little, they clean her up and everything. They put this thing in her eyes, and shit was weird. I've never seen that before. Put this thing in her eyes, all her O's and stuff like that. And at the same time, my fiance is still in and out of it and everything. So they stitched her up and all that stuff like that. So we go back to the room and everything. I think they had the baby, they're cleaning the baby and everything while we're in the room and waiting and all that stuff. Sorry, my memory is very vague of this. It was just a wild, so much happened to where like, it's just vague. I barely remember all of it. Washing the baby, we get them with little towels and everything, wrapping her up. And they bring her to, it was like later at night, but they would have to keep taking her out, in and out, you know what I'm saying? And you keep hearing these weird stories about people getting their baby switched and stuff like that, weird stuff. So I'm like, man, I hope they don't switch my kid up, bro. So I'm not trying to have a white baby and I look black and I'm black and obviously the baby's not mine, and I'm gonna just have a grow with a whole white baby and it's gonna be crazy. My fiance is, you know, she's holding the baby, but she's still, you know, whatever drug they gave her to numb the pain, she's still on that. So I see her just over the dose, and I'm like, let me grab the baby from her because she's wilding right now. She's wilding. So I grabbed the baby from her, you know what I'm saying? And it was just what it was, you know what I'm saying? They bring her in and out, and she would feed her. She wasn't breastfeeding, like the milk wasn't coming out, so she was like really worried about that. But you know, that's the type of stuff that happens. But she was worried about that. So they had these little things that the hospital had, like little cases of like baby bottles with milk in them, formula in them. And those things was clutch. Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all. Those things were clutch. So had those, feeding the baby here and there. And let me tell you this. The first boo-boo that they have is some alien type stuff. Like, the first boo they had, I changed her first diaper, my little girl's first diaper. I changed her first diaper. It was black gunk. It looked like Venom. Like it was just, you know, like some Spider-Man, like Venom. It was like black gunk. It was black, and it didn't have like the texture of, you know, boo boo. It was black gunk. Black gunk. It still blows my mind. It was like, are we aliens? Because that was some alien type stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it was alien type stuff. So changed all that, and it was just sticky. It was like it really got a wipe. It was sticky.
What the fuck is that smell?
So, you know, that was crazy. But yeah, man, that was my experience being pregnant. It was up and downs, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be, here's some advice I want to give. You gotta be patient You got to be selfless. You got to know, you really have to put first the baby and the mother. But then you have to be really selfish and patient. But when you get in there, when you get in that room and everything, don't panic or nothing like that. They see C-section and all this stuff. Don't panic, you know what I'm saying? It goes by pretty fast. Like, it was a pretty quick process, meaning the C-section thing. Me personally, this was my first kid, so it was, but as far as the whole pregnancy as a whole, it was a really crazy experience, a great experience, the best experience I've ever had, the best thing that's ever happened to me. But yeah, you're gonna see some nasty things. If you can't handle that, you might wanna prepare yourself to handle it, because you're gonna see that green, you're gonna see that greasy blood. It looks greasy, like chicken or something. Looks crazy. And then if you do the C-section, most of the time, when I've talked to other fathers, they have walked in and they've just been cut open. They see the cut open, but they don't see like the rest of the part. So, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you should be good. In my next video, I'm gonna talk about the after of the pregnancy, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much I wanna talk about dealing with the postpartum depression and the postpartum from the man's point of view, and I wanna talk about how the women go through it too. So yeah, y'all stay tuned to my next video. Like, comment, follow, subscribe. Y'all just let me know y'all experiences. If y'all experience with C-section, vaginal, just let me know, man. Talk to me. I go by Cam. You can call me CJ, Cam J, whatever. I'm about to make an Instagram, so look out for that. But for right now, like, comment, share, subscribe, repost, all that. I got more content coming. Like I said, the next video is gonna be about postpartum depression, dealing with it as a man and what the women go through as well. So yeah, y'all get at me, man.